Hello everybody, welcome back to Mainly Everything. My name is John. Today we're doing a whites chore boot update. I've been wearing these for a bit over a month now. I would say I've worn them for a month of wearing, so 30 days worth of wearing. Because I do switch out sometimes and wear these for days that I'm getting into really nasty stuff. Just so I don't have to get these into them. We're dealing with harsh chemicals. So, 1 month. Overall, it's been good. They do take a bit to get used to. Not even necessarily like the sole to break in. The sole does have a little bit of a break-in period because it is leather. I believe I'm totally broken there. Underneath the insole, I actually contacted Whites. Underneath the insole is a piece of leather. And then it is the midsole and then outsole. So, they have been good. There is some break-in. I had some break-in back here because it hurt. It kind of rubbed on my Achilles a little bit, and it was actually on the right side, like right here, like right underneath the ball on the right side of my foot, on the right foot. Kind of scuffed and got a little bit irritated there. But other than that, they've been good. The whole boot's comfortable. It kind of hugs your foot. One thing I did have to get used to, which on any other boot's never done this before to me, is this toe is really kind of short. So this kind of like lays on your foot and kind of like almost hugs your foot a little bit. It's not a bad thing. It's good actually. I don't mind it, but was interesting getting used to. The welt is still in good shape. Something happened here. I don't know what, but it kind of scuffed it up. They are a little bit dirty. I mean, I do wear them, so they're going to be dirty. I kneel a lot. I try not to, but I do have to kneel a lot. And I have scuffed this up a good amount so far. Here, let me move it down a little bit. Let me get these other boots out of the way for now. Throw them out of the way. So, yeah, you can see that pretty well. You can see it's starting to wear in there where I tighten it up. This is really supple now, which is nice. Inside the counter, it's an outside counter anyways, but that's in really good shape still. Whole boot's still in good shape. Doesn't make my foot smell bad at all. This is the only thing from pulling my foot out that's starting to roll a little bit, but it is stitched here, so shouldn't roll anymore, I wouldn't think. But the leather's in fantastic shape all the way across. You can still kind of see Whites, the name here. I kind of wish the name was a little bit more prominent. But, soles. And the same thing goes for this other boot. I'm only showing you one of them, or I was only showing you one of them there, but just normal spots of wear, rubbing spots here as well. Sole and everything like this is totally fine. Stitching here, that was like that when I got it. Just kind of fraying. It's alright. Not a big deal at all. Someone commented and asked about the gusseting on these. These are not highly gusseted at all. I know they are a quote-unquote chore boot, but I believe that's just a name. I don't actually believe they think this is a chore boot because it is not. They do not claim it's waterproof, and the gusseting is only up till right here. Oop, right here. Which isn't too low, but they only claim it's water resistant. On water resistance, it does tend to absorb a lot of water. I was in water today for a bit, and the toes, I was walking through grass that was wet, and the toes kind of sucked in a lot of water. This was wet for a long time. Did dry out eventually, though. What else? These aren't a, like, this is not a boot I'd want to sit on or stand on concrete for 8 hours a day every day. They're not the most comfortable boot there is. They are a good, solid work boot. Far better than what you're getting with something like this. But they don't have like that, you know, mock toe, wedge sole. I can show you what I'll show you what I'm talking about. They don't have, one second. They don't have a sole like this. So my dad just picked these up actually. He does duct work, so he's on concrete all the time. They don't have a sole like this. This is like that Christy crepe sole from Vibram almost. They're all the same pretty much, but this is kind of your more really like soft, comfortable shoe, I believe. Actually, this one has a mesh right there too. Ooh, actually it does have quite a big one. He hasn't even worn these yet. It's cracked there, but I don't think that's too big of a deal. But actually, you got a really good deal on these too. But again, like these are this is soft underneath here. Like it's not a piece of leather. They're more of a like a ortho or a Dr. Scholl's insert rather than an ortho light like this one is. But I don't know how he hasn't even worn these yet. He picked them up today, so hopefully they'll be good for him, but who knows. So again, they're not going to be the most comfortable boot ever. They do have a composite shank, so it does help a little bit with comfort instead of it being a steel, although I never really, the difference there was kind of minimal for me comparatively. I really do like this padding here. This padding's really nice. That was one thing on these boots that I liked a lot too, or I didn't like as much. These are a pair of Red Wings Dynaforces. These were given to me years ago. The most uncomfortable boot I think I've ever worn, actually, for any extended period of time. But this is fabric on the inside. These are insulated, just for reference. But I didn't really like this, the feeling of this. I did like this a lot on the cats, but it did wear out quickly, as you can tell. But I don't think this is going to wear out. Hopefully not as quickly. Although I would like to seen them do like an actual leather up here instead of this. But I actually don't know what material this is. If it's vinyl or... But I don't have too much more to say about them. They've held up well so far. I'm going to wear them through the winter here in New England, in Maine. And kind of see from there. They're not insulated or anything, so they're not going to be the warmest. These are insulated, so I normally try and wear these in the winter a little bit if it's really cold out and I got to be outside. But these things just really are not that comfortable at all, to be honest with you. I don't know what it is. They just hurt my feet a lot. Like, these will hurt my feet the amount these will, but, or way more. So these will hurt my feet in like 30 minutes of standing, comparative to what these do in about 8 hours probably of standing. So it's a big difference for something like that. Mind you, I still like them. They're still a high quality boot. I mean, they're good leather. It's a plastic welt though, I think, which kind of sucks, but it's really nice leather. They've worn well. I've had these for years. They've worn well, and they are warmer in the winter than anything else. I like this pull loop too better than most of the other things, but nonetheless, I'm blabbing on. Complaints with these, there really isn't any. I do like the leather laces 1,000 times more than the standard laces that came with it. Although these came with it, so I shouldn't even. That's not even a thing. It's just whatever you prefer. I had never had these before, so I put them on and I've liked them a lot. They are cut to length, so they are very long. And I think that's it. Sole's good for traction. I haven't been on any ice or anything with them yet, so I don't have a 100% idea, but it's kind of that Vibram Honey Lug sole. Can't really go wrong with it, I don't think. And another thing, there's one more thing. They are surprisingly breathable for what they are. They're not as hot. My feet do not sweat that much in these. Obviously, if it's 100 degrees outside and the sun's beating down, I'm going to be sweaty everywhere. But, I mean, today it was 70, 73 outside. I didn't sweat in these at all. It's 80 degrees. I don't really sweat in these that much. They don't stink yet, and hopefully they never will. But, yeah, they don't make my feet swampy. It's nice. It's not overly tight. But, anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. I may do another one of these like a year in, maybe. That's the only thing. Or over the winter, maybe. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns, any video ideas you guys have too. Sometimes I'm not the most great, 95% of the time I'm not the most creative person in the world, so any video ideas you guys have, let me know. And I appreciate you watching. If you'd like to, you can subscribe, only if you enjoy the content. And yeah, that's all. Bye-bye. Have a good one.